Okay, everybody, this one is totally fun. This is called the Striking Vanish, sometimes called the Strike Vanish by David Williamson, who is a super, super funny magician. You should check him out, David Williamson. But he came up with the Striking Vanish. It is brilliant, and what I love about it is it's not just for coins. Anything that basically fits in your hand, you can make disappear by using a stick or a pen or a magic wand or something. And so I'm gonna get into the mechanics of it right here. We're gonna make coins disappear. We're gonna make balls disappear. We're gonna make a big giant metal nut disappear. I'm gonna show you how to do it all, and it's the Striking Vanish by David Williamson. Okay, this deserves some better light, so I've moved it outside. But let's say you're at a party, somebody has a coin and a pen, and they say, hey, do something fun. Okay, so this one's great. All you're doing is you're tossing this coin right up into this hand. Here are the finer details. You want this hand to look like this the whole time, but you're going to be sending this coin up into this hand. It's hard to do this trick slowly because you're really at the mercy of inertia, but the whole idea is you're going to toss this coin up into here. You don't want these fingers to look like you're doing a grab. You don't want it to look like that. This is not good, okay? That's not good, because everybody then, that just telegraphs everything to this hand. This is the last hand that moved. With a big giant grab, everybody knows where it went. So you want to make it look like all you were ever doing was hitting your hand, okay? So keep these hands, or keep this hand with like just a pocket here. The human psychology goes like this. This hand can only be used for one thing at a time. So if you're holding a stick or a pen or something, people naturally think you can't, they just think you can't do anything else with this. Magicians know better, okay? But you are basically just using this hand. You're just moving from the wrist, beep, 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 just like that. You want to make sure that that's the only movement. It's the wrist movement. These fingers are staying in the same position. And this hand is just going like this. I'm going to drop this coin just to show you. You're just giving this coin a little bit of a flick. That's the idea. Just flick. You're going boing, just like that. So 1, 2, 3. When I'm up here, just as I'm about to come down, I mean, right? Doesn't that just look sweet? You just go. This is a great trick because you do this in the mirror and you almost fool yourself. Okay, so that's how that's the basics of it. So when you're doing this trick, you know, you want to do the cool thing. You know, you make it disappear. Where did it go? I have no idea. Again, the audience kind of goes, you couldn't have done something with this hand because you're already holding this pen. Where is it? And so you go, oh, well, I bet it's in the cap. And the great thing too is you can kind of conceal the coin. You can do a fast, is it in there? I don't see, oh yeah, it is in there. And then you shake it out. Basically you're, and then you just let go of the coin. So, Striking Vanish with a coin and a pen. Let's move on to a ball and a magic wand. Okay, so this is not a special ball. I got this at Target or Walmart or something, and then this is a commercially available magic wand, and it's the same deal. Now this is a little bigger, okay, but I use this for my cup and ball routine when I'm doing this on stage, and when I do this vanish, people audibly gasp because it's so visual. So you're basically doing the same thing, and you want to make sure that these hands, these fingers don't move. You want it to be nice and clean. Now I've seen this a lot. It's all over YouTube actually. Some people doing the Striking Vanish where it looks, and it looks really fishy. You want it to just look like it's the same thing. Now, since this is a little bit bigger, you want to tip your hand so that you obscure the ball when you're doing the toss. Okay? So basically when you're doing the toss, you're going to kind of, you're going to make sure that you're kind of obscuring the ball just a little bit, because this is big and it's orange, and I'm wearing pretty neutral clothing right now. So it's sometimes, if you're far away, you can actually see the toss. I did it really slowly that time. You don't want them to see that. So, but if you do the 1, 2, 3 and tip the hand so that you're just sort of going like this, then it's the same thing. It just looks cleaner. Okay, so you want to make sure you just tip that thing. Okay, so magic wand and a ball, perfect. If you can fit it in your hand, you can do the Striking Vanish with bigger objects. Let's move on to the nut. Okay, so this is just a big giant nut that I got at a hardware store, and I don't even know where I got this. I like this magic wand just because it's doofy. But if you're doing something big like a nut, it's a little trickier, but you're going to want to do that hand obscuring toss again. So 1, 2, so you're kind of going up and down. But look if I'm doing it even slowly, that still looks good. Now there are some differing opinions on, should I make the thing hit the magic wand, or should I make the coin hit the some people like that it makes a sound. I personally like it when it's quiet, so that makes it seem much more like magical in my opinion. But some people like to hear that click when this coin or the whatever hits the magic wand, like that. But I go to great lengths to try and make it quiet, because that just seems more impossible. Like if it really disappeared, you wouldn't hear it. With a big thing like this, it's a little hard to avoid, And one thing that's nice about a weird magic wand like this is that when this thing is coming down, it sort of obscures the toss, I'll try and do it higher. I'm trying to get it in a frame. So 1, 2. But then you hear this thing go and it's a little late and stuff. But anyway, it's well worth practicing and trying. My favorite is the rubber ball. I do this in my show all the time because it's silent. That's the Striking Vanish. I think I've covered all the salient points, but to recap, don't let these fingers move, okay? You want this hand to look the same. Okay, so that you're basically catching it. You just got to get used to catching things. You don't want it to look like a grab. Don't grab at it. Make sure that these fingers stay clenched like that, and you've just got a little area to catch the coin in, or the ball, or the nut, or whatever you're disappearing. You guys, the Striking Vanish is so awesome. You can even do it with a soccer ball. I like this as part of a routine. My personal opinion on vanishes is you should have different vanishes all at your disposal and use different ones for different parts of a routine. If you mix them up, the audience doesn't know what's coming. If they see the same vanish again and again and again, they start to get the idea and they can figure it out. But if you do it one time, one and done, boom, man, it's just fantastic. I get so much mileage out of this. Thank you, David Williamson, for coming up with such an awesome vanish. Practice it and you're gonna have a real worker on your hands. Hey, if you liked this and if you learned something and if you thought this was good, give this video a like. Would appreciate that. The algorithm on YouTube takes a look at this and says, hey, something good is happening here, and this might get seen by more people. Otherwise, you guys peruse my channel. It's full of creative stuff, and you're watching Hey Pete, It's a Creative Life, and I try to do all kinds of different creative stuff on this channel. So if you like this, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.